Today we're making grandmother's favorite dish, which is stuffed bell peppers. How does it work? Just stay tuned.
Welcome to Cooking Lessons. From now on, I'll show you the best tips and tricks for your kitchen. So let's cook something nice together and turn you into a pro.
This is 500 grams of mixed ground meat. If you prefer only beef, just use beef. We lighten up our filling, not with bread but with rice. It has the side effect that you don't need an extra side dish for satiety. A little egg goes in, salt, pepper, and that's basically the filling. Then 4 bell peppers, 1 for each, 2 small onions. Then we have 500 grams of strained tomatoes here. And 300 milliliters of vegetable broth, a bit of oregano, a pinch of sugar for the tomato sauce, so it's not too sour. Our mixed ground meat is processed with the egg. We immediately add our rice to it. As mentioned, it has the task of making our ground meat filling a bit lighter. Season generously with salt and pepper. Because not only the meat is seasoned, but of course also the rice, it should definitely have some flavor. And here I also add a hint of my oregano. This makes the whole thing a bit fresher. And now we process it into a smooth mixture. This really goes incredibly fast, and we can already start taking care of the bell peppers themselves. They are, of course, already washed. Now we cut off the top, and we can simply break out the core here. And I always recommend quickly rinsing out the seeds inside as well. We'll leave it like this, as it will later be the lid for our stuffed bell peppers. And the bell peppers, once they are opened and cleaned like this, are now nicely filled with the ground meat filling. Always apply a bit of pressure with the fork to avoid leaving large air pockets inside. You see, our recipe fits perfectly in terms of the quantities. 4 bell peppers completely filled. There, that already looks appetizing. And now we turn a simple stuffed bell pepper into a little Smurf house by putting the lids back on. And then the worst is already done. Pure preparation time up to now. Only 15 minutes. Let's take care of the sauce. We cut our onion into small cubes and start our tomato sauce with it right away. We heat it now, and in a bit of oil, the onions will be sautéed. And season generously with salt and pepper right away. At this point, please don't be alarmed. I'm going to season my 500 milliliters of strained tomatoes right away as well. And as often mentioned, the salt draws a bit of water from my onion, which allows me to sauté it much better. For the same reason, since I have to add a hint of sugar to my tomato sauce later anyway, I add it now as well, because sugar also draws water, allowing us to sauté the onions wonderfully. Nice and translucent, please no color, it should become a regular tomato sauce. And with these kitchen tools, you can also handle tomatoes like this. This tomato sauce here, salt, pepper, and sugar are already in it. But we're still missing our oregano. It's always my favorite spice for my tomato sauce. Let's add a bit more moisture, in this case the vegetable broth, and then we have everything we need for our bell peppers. We place them in here now. Everything is done super quickly. We'll let this warm up a bit, but you can already see the sauce is starting to boil. Lid on and into the oven. I've set it to 160 degrees here with air. Now it goes in there for 45 minutes. Time's up. There's a lot of heat in there. Now we want to take out our bell peppers. That already looks quite tasty. Let's take a look inside. Oh! Delicious. So now let's take them out. I think we don't need to do anything else. Let's give them a try. And a little tip. If you want to try such a super hot sauce, just put it on a small plate. Then you can take a closer look at the color, the consistency, and at this moment, it has cooled down enough that you won't burn your mouth. Simply great. We'll pour the sauce over it now, but we want to quickly cut open a bell pepper to see how it looks inside. So, our little lid did its job. I'll just cut it in half. Look at how tender and juicy it is. My grandmother would have enjoyed this too. A beautiful dish. I wish you lots of fun recreating it. Goodbye, see you soon.
Be sure to check out this next video. It's packed with even more tips and tricks that will help you become a master chef in no time. And don't forget to subscribe to Cooking Lessons for more delicious content every week. It's easier than you think.